Okay, hello, welcome to the stream. It's going to be a really quick one today, maybe just half an hour, because I just got the new custom firmware for the RG28XX, and among other things, this brings Drastic back to the handheld, because in the official firmware, they've obviously had some issues with like the rotated screen. So they weren't able to put Nintendo DS emulation onto it, but the good people at muOS have been able to come out with a very quick build of this, which is fantastic. It has Drastic in it, and this game, Mario Kart DS that you're seeing now, seems to be working very well. I've just got it flashed onto the SD cards and things. So we'll show you some NDS games, and then we'll show you some NDS as well. If you didn't know, the screen in the RG28XX, and I think in a couple of other 2.8 inch handhelds as well, they're actually installed like this because they are portrait screens that have been, and then in the software what they do is they rotate them, so then everything is displayed like this. And it looks like the stock firmware has some issues with that, and they actually removed some standalone emulators. But however, the people who work on the custom firmware, I think there's a bunch of people, have managed to get this get the screen rotation correct, and then they've sorted out the issues as well. So there's a big group of people who are working on custom firmware for the RG35XX series and this one, and they're doing some really cool work. So we've got muOS, we've got Cannoli, we've got Batocera Lite, and then we have what's the other one? MinUI as well. So there's a lot of custom firmwares coming out, and then of course you have the stock firmware, and then there's a modified version of the stock firmware if you want to use large SD cards with the stock firmware. The stock mod also has some other updates, but that's the main one. That's the main reason why I would buy that. Use that modification. Anyway, let's get into some Nintendo DS. I hope this works. What I can do here is I can jab the R2 button, and then it will swap the screens. So by default it had the two screens displaying, but I've just changed that so it's just one screen, and then I've also changed it so the FPS is appearing at the top here. So if you see that dipping below 100%, you'll know that the game is not running at full speed. Anyway, let's start playing. Oops, let's just sort this out. Let's start playing Mario Kart DS on Drastic on muOS. Okay, so I can, anytime I can press the R2 button and then it will swap the screens. I'm just gonna whiz through this. I think I'll play maybe 2 or 3 games, and then at least we've got this breaking news on stream, which is pretty cool. Right, so straight away I can see it's way better than the Melon DS RetroArch core. It's just basically full speed. I'm not sure if I can even, I might even be able to, you know, upscale the resolution a little bit. That could be cool, but I don't want to just jump into Drastic and just mess around, so I'm just leaving everything on default settings for now. This is a very this is a preview build of the new custom firmware, muOS, so I'm not going to fiddle around too much, because I know that there's, you know, they're still working on it, and it's not really fair to, you know, to try and mess around too much with things. But this seems to be working pretty well, I think. Oh, just got smashed by Kong. But yeah, it looks like we have, yeah, we have this. Oh, bloody hell. We have this custom firmware working. So there's a there's a bit of chat in there. So Cookie is saying, I'm not going to get this, the screen is too small. Yeah, I mean, it is small. It is a little bit niche. I will completely give you that. But the thing is, right, I was, there's a couple of people who want a device like this. No sticks, no analog sticks. Reasonably, high powered. It's got a good CPU, good chip in here, good GPU. It's got enough memory, to play games like arcade games or blue shell, NDS games, even some PSP games, I guess. But they, some people want a really small handheld which will just fit together with your phone. So it's quite, it's quite impressive that they've been able to squeeze what's normally in their 3.5 inch screens, 3.5 inch screen display handhelds into a 2.8 inch device. So that's pretty impressive. Obviously, it's not for everyone. If you've got big hands, if you if the idea of a little micro handheld doesn't really appeal to you, fair enough. But I think that people who have been wanting some kind of Game Boy Micro device, which is up to a modern standard, modern chip, reasonably decent CPU screen in here. It's quite it's 40p. I think this one might be one to watch. There's a couple of other ones as well. Like Miu's got one. So this seems to be a little bit of a trend appearing. Wolfgang Sinkard. Oh, you wanted something even smaller? Wow. So that's pretty interesting. I think there is the keyring one. I think it's called the Fun Key, and then there's also the RG Nano. If you want something even smaller. Now, I think those are definitely novelties because you're looking at like 2-hour battery lives on those things, and 2-inch screens. So to me, it's a bit, it's a bit crap. I'm not sure if I can go even lower than this. I mean, if I got myself an RG Nano, I'd be like, okay, it's cool, but am I realistically going to use it? Whereas this one, like, I can actually see myself using it, even though it's like tiny. Like, I think there is some, there's some use to this. There's definitely some use to this one. It's not like just a novelty, especially with the battery life as well. It can get. So I was watching the Fox, and the Fox managed to get 9 hours and 15 minutes on PS1 emulation on this handheld, and that is pretty amazing actually. That's pretty cool. Okay, Psycho Daddy, you've got a really long chat there, so I'm not going to have to look down here. Oh, I was reading the chat. Yeah, I mean, ANBERNIC, they are pretty prolific. Those guys, I did actually ask them before about this, and they said that, I mean, they didn't really say anything either way about, why they were releasing so many handhelds. They didn't really give me a sort of straight answer actually. Or maybe I didn't understand the answer and it was in Chinese, but they did say that each handheld, it takes them a while to develop, so they're not just like randomly, responding to other people or competitors, in my opinion anyway. So you can take that with a grain of salt, because maybe I didn't understand them properly when I talked to ANBERNIC. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. Okay, Hackman 239. Have I tried PS2 on the RG28XX? No, I haven't. I believe that is that on Batasera Lite. So I've not installed that firmware with PS2 emulation yet. But I think I might be interested in Kinoli if they try and do that. Paul Young, do I think the screen is too dim? It is a little bit dimmer than my other handhelds for sure. I think on this sort of, so I, in my let's say studio setup, right, I have some quite bright lights around, and I think that's making the problem worse with the dimness. The thing is, like, I also have taken this outside, and I do feel, you know, it does feel a little bit dim as well. But I have heard that this is actually on the brighter side for these handhelds of this size. So it's actually it might be okay. I think indoors it's fine, but maybe when you go outside and there's a bright sun, it might not be that good. It won't be as good as like your phone, for example, because I think a lot of mobile phones these days they've taken that into account, haven't they? Where you know, because you're going to be using your phone in bright light at times. John, okay. Stock OS. Okay, 35XX I didn't know there's PS2 on Stock OS. I didn't think there was. John, what can I get more? Okay, so what can I get on demanding platforms? So in my testing, right, John, what happens is I've played a mix of Dreamcast and N64. I think it was like a 2.5 hour stream, something like that. And I don't remember the numbers. I think it was close to 30%. But if you look at my other streams, I usually pin a comment and give you some like battery like check-in. So I'll say at the beginning, oh, it's 99% or whatever, and then at the end I'll say, oh, it's gone down to 60% or something. So if you check some of my older streams, there's a pinned comment, and I put the exact battery that I used, so you can judge for yourself. And one of them was a Dreamcast and N64 stream. Confused Panda, have I tested the maximum speed of GBA? By maximum speed, do you mean like the fast forward? I haven't tested that, no. I have not tested too much GBA actually, because I didn't like the implementation of the stock GBA emulator actually, because there's some aspect ratio issues which I've let ANBERNIC know about, so hopefully they're onto that. So I can... Confused Panda, maybe I will look at that in future if I do a GBA stream, but I think it should be yeah, I'm not sure actually, so I'll need to check. I guess you want to whiz through that game with like maximum speed, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna get around this lap, this final lap, and then we'll switch to game. My purpose of this stream is to just show off the NDS emulation a little bit, because it was something that is not present in the stock firmware, and with this custom firmware that's just come out, it's working great on Mario Kart DS anyway. So we'll see some other games how well it works there as well. Oh, and I just went into a banana. Okay, and I think a lot of my regulars are not here because I recognise Psycho Daddy, but not many other people. It's a bit of a I don't stream that often now on weekends just to make sure I keep my sanity. But whenever I play a new release, it's always good. Okay, so one issue that you'll see straight away with Drastic is that the text is incredibly small. But it is possible to just about read it, and I'll exit Drastic. And then here is the muOS. So on muOS, this is the main menu. It's quite a simple operating system. It's just text basically. Some people at the beginning, when muOS first came out, were confusing it with just a front end, but muOS does way more stuff now, and they've been working on it really hard. I know I've been talking to some of the devs before, and they work really hard on this open source operating system. So if you do enjoy what they do, make sure you chuck them a couple of dollars, because I think they're doing some fantastic work here. So what I do to just go into the NDS games is you can explore the SD card, and then that will give you a standard file structure, just a file browser, and then you can come down to your NDS folder, and then you can assign a core or application to launch when you launch one of these files. So we'll come down and we'll play New Super Mario Brothers. Buzzcat muOS is so good. Yes, muOS is brilliant. It's really good. and you'll see it just launches straight into drastic. It's really quick, and yeah, again, like I was trying to play this on the stock firmware of the RG28XX, and it's using the NDS core in RetroArch, and that is just it's just like 15 FPS. But here on muOS, we're using standalone drastic. There's no screen rotation issues. It's absolutely perfect. It's brilliant, and this is just a test a test build that they've just put out. So they've solved the rotation issues, I believe, because everything looks great. We actually have NDS here now. Yeah, it's brilliant. Whereas the stock firmware, they couldn't include drastic. They couldn't figure it out. But I guess they'll be working on that now, because the cat's out of the bag, as it were. Chaos Creator, welcome back to the stream. We're testing a custom firmware today, which is just come out for the RG28XX. And yeah, again, working at 100% speed. I'm pretty sure I might be able to upscale this a little bit, but we'll just leave it on defaults for now, just to make sure everything's working fine. As I said, yeah, this is a test version of muOS that's just been released for the 28XX, and yeah, at the moment it's running quite good. We're playing new Super Mario Brothers. This is brilliant, actually. This is fantastic. So this was a bit of an impromptu stream. I wasn't going to stream today, but I saw that this came out, so I had to do it to support my my friends at muOS, because I was really amazed by what they did. Of course, there's other devs out there, like Cannoli, the Cannoli devs. They're just about getting ready for their first release, I think. And then we have whoa! I almost fell off then. We have the MinUI dev. MinUI is pretty good one as well. If you prefer more minimal custom firmware, I think MinUI is absolutely it would be brilliant on this handheld as well. Yeah, Pike, so what you can do as well is you can jab the R2 button and you can switch between the screens. So if there's games where you just need to quickly glance at the second screen, you can do that. It's pretty good. Let's keep going. I think I'll switch the game as well after this, and that'll be the last game. This was just going to be a mini stream just to show you NDS emulation is alive and well on muOS for the RG. Whoa. I thought I was going to die then. Alright, let's just get through this. But yeah, this is fantastic. Brilliant. Whoa, not brilliant. Okay, let's try not to die. Yes, I mean, so you can see that I'm not having too much trouble with the controls as well. I'm still reasonably accurate. I've not died yet. I've got hit though. But yeah, like I'm feeling that the controls are pretty good as well on the RG28XX for this kind of game. Bazkart, yes, it can do PSP. So in the stock firmware and the custom firmware, it can. Okay, Aaron Gross. Luckily, I do have a Castlevania loaded on, so I will put Castlevania. Is it the first one? Is it Portrait of Ruin, or I think Portrait of Ruin was the first one, right? It could be the other one. I don't remember which order they come in, but yeah, this is Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. Yeah, Bazcar, I do have another stream again in my in my channel. If you want to check out the PSP performance on the stock firmware, but I imagine the PSP performance on this one, on this custom firmware, is going to be slightly better. And then it's, you know, these kind of things are getting better all the time, aren't they? So we might have even better performance to look forward to. Okay, I don't want to do that. Oh no, do I have to? Oh no. Can I just start? Okay. I think I can't play that one because I need to draw an emblem. Let's try a different one. Let me try this one. It was getting me to try and draw something on the screen, and I didn't know how to do it. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't read it from here. But is it gonna let me do it again? Let me see if I can do it here. Yeah, we don't have like any. We don't have many controls, like an extra stick to do that. But okay. All right. At least this game started. Okay, here we go. Alright, okay, that's good. I'll just try and get to the game as fast as possible. Oh, that was good. Right, that's quite nice how you can skip the cutscenes. I didn't know. I didn't know NDS could do this. Oh, thanks for that. Okay, let me set me glyphs. Whoops. Okay, nice. Right, can I just go now? Oh no, I can't. I can't go. Attack what? Attack that with a glyph. I am doing. Oh, attack me. Okay, all right. Sorry. I didn't want to. I didn't want to attack him. Glyph Union. All right. Okay, step into the next room. Okay. Yep, I got it. I've got it. I'm sure I've finished this game, but I don't remember. I don't remember this at all. I remember the character. I don't remember this training. Recover the supreme glyph. Okay. Alright, let's go. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll put the volume up a bit. I'm not even on full volume actually. Good question actually. I'm not sure what demanding DS games. I mean, the thing is, right? Even if it is demanding, it might not be that playable because it might not be that playable because it's got, you know, touchscreen stuff. Let's just see what I've got, and I'll let you guys pick the last game. So I have Aliens Infestation, Asphalt, Contra, Castlevania, we just played, Contra 4, Etrian Odyssey, Geometry Wars, Lunar Nights, Metal Slug, Spider-Man, Tetris DS, Valkyrie Profile. So I feel like I might play. What should I play? Solar Robo. Okay, I don't have this. I've just got a couple here. I will play Contra 4 if there's no suggestions. All right, I'm gonna drop Contra 4 on. This will be the last game of the stream. It was just a quick one, just to show off the new build of muOS and DS games. But here we go. Okay, it sounds good to me. I'm probably going to do very badly on this, but whatever. Stage 1. Oh, just ran into that. Oh god. Is this like if they touch you once, do you die, right? It's gotta be. It's bloody Contra. Oh, he hangs on that thing. Okay, that's good. Alright, let me just. Okay. Whoa. Oh, do I need the other screen? Oh, that's pretty cool. How do I get up there? Oh. Oh, he's got grapple. Okay. Oh, shh. Oh, jeez. Oh, I ran straight into that. Oh, I also ran straight into that. Okay, it's another game that runs very well. There's a bit of difficulty, you know, with you know, having to change the screen, but I think that's part of the charm, really. It is kind of playable. It is still, whoa, bloody hell! It is still playable with one screen. Oh, jeez. Okay, all right. So let me leave it there. I'm going to quit out of this, and this has been brilliant. So muOS enables the Nintendo DS support for the RG28XX using Drastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick stream. So Aaron, Bazcart, John, Confused Panda, Chaos Creator, Pike, Psycho Daddy, and anyone else who I missed, Hackman, Wolfgang, Cookie, John. I hope you enjoyed this little stream, and I'll see you guys in the next one, probably tomorrow, and we'll delve a bit deeper into NDS and all things on muOS, because this is a great custom firmware, I think. Thank you very much. Bye now.